Okay, guys, today I'm here bringing another video, and this video is about a rip of the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Okay, the PlayStation and the Xbox 360 have been out for about 10 years equally, even though the PS3 was out since 2006 and the 360 was out since 2005, but they're just a year difference, and it's 9.5 and 10.5 for each console, so it's basically 10 years for both consoles. Now, the sad thing, I hate to say it, is that I've been seeing on Facebook on a Wednesday, 3 days ago, that Microsoft is not supporting the Xbox 360. Like, they're not manufacturing and making the console anymore. The good news about the PS3 and the 360 is that they're still getting support, and they're still going to get like somewhat amount of games, not like a great bit anymore, but they're still getting new games for it. Like I think like this one in Madden and NBA, like sports games, but not like, I don't know if they're making the next Call of Duty this last time for it, or if they're not. But they're not really making much games anymore for it. But it's kind of sad because it's like, in my opinion, the 360 is one of the top three best consoles, and also the PS3 also, even though I just got the PS3 about a week and a day ago. But in my opinion, I honestly, personally think that the Xbox 360 is like the second best console out of the three. And then I think the PlayStation 3 is the number third, and then I think the Xbox One is the first best console. But the Xbox 360 was released in November of 2005, on November 22nd, and that's the time they started manufacturing it, and till April 20th, 2016. I mean, you gotta look at it. That's a good amount of years for a console. But if you guys want my opinion about the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, if you guys got an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, and you guys still have like a 360 as well as the Xbox One and a PS3 as well as the PS4, you want my advice, guys, I suggest you do not get rid of them. Keep them for your life. Keep them. If you're really a gamer and you really love games, you would freaking want to keep them. They're like, just be like, hey, look at this old console that's been out. You could show your girlfriend or your family you get in the future, and be like, look at this old console. This console is one of my best consoles I ever had. And you can tell her how old it is and how much you still love it. Because my friend Matthew, he like tries to make me sell it because I got an Xbox One, and I said, no, I'm not going to get rid of it. I can't help it. I was like, the Xbox 360 is such a great console after all these years. In my opinion, it still is. It's still got over thousands of good games. I'm not going to lie. I still am going to keep it, and I'm keeping it for good, and I'm keeping it for my rest of my life. Like, I don't care. I'm keeping it and keeping it no matter what people say. Because it's a really great console in my heart. But yeah, guys, I know it's kind of sad that they're quitting they're quitting making, they're quitting PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360s. They're not making the consoles themselves anymore. But like I said, if either one of you is an either Xbox or a PSN fan, and you got the Xbox One or the PS4, but you still have the 360 or the PS3, do not get rid of the 360 or the PS3. You should keep them, like I said, and whatever, because you have so many memories for them, and if you really are a big gamer, you should keep them no matter what, so that way you have extra games. Because if you just focus on new games, you're just going to like regret it, because you're going to get bored eventually, and then sometime you might want to go back to the old games and everything else. But yeah, that's why I'm doing it, because one, I still play my 360 and I still think it's pretty new, and I just don't want to worry about just new games. If I get bored with, I think the new games are the best because of how real they're getting, but I still like the old games like this one, WWE 12 and stuff. Now, some games I've had memories with on the Xbox 360 were, of course, this one, WWE 12. I've had memories of Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and MW2. And then I also had memories with SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, because I beat that game like over 5 times on the 360. And then I've had memories with WWE 13 when my dad got me my first Xbox 360. The first game he bought for Xbox 360 with my console at GameStop, he bought WWE 13, and that game was like, I was so happy because that game was like so freaking real and new at the time. And I know it's it's 3 years later when 2K16's out and it's for Xbox One, and the graphics look so even twice as much better. But on WWE 13, the graphics still are freaking amazing, and they still look pretty real, and the gameplay is still pretty fun. It's just like this one, but it might be a little bit more real graphics. But I still love the game as much as 2K16, and as much as this one. Just like I like this one as much as 13. I mean, because see, that's what a gamer is. Gamer is not like just focusing on online and just new stuff. A gamer like plays everything. My friend Zach, he tells me all the time, I'm not a real gamer because I don't play games like he plays, like Dark Souls and stuff. Well, that's not really true. A gamer is not based on a certain freaking game. A gamer is a gamer. If you play games like all the time or all kinds, then you're 100% of a gamer. It doesn't matter if you don't beat the games or you only play a certain amount of games. It's just if you play quite a bit of games and you play games all the time, that's a gamer no matter what. See, the games I played on the 360 are WWE, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Tomb Raider, Minecraft, and I also had memories with most of them. And I also have had memories with Prince of Persia, a great story game ever. And also I've had memories with, let me think here, Red Dead Redemption. Didn't really play Grand Theft Auto 4 that much, but I would have to say I've had memories with it because the first time I played it, I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I played it on my dad's 360 a while back, or when I was that age, and I didn't really much play it that much, and since I got it a few years ago, I really didn't play it that much, but I would have to say I've had memories with it because it's like the newest Grand Theft Auto for old gen and everything, and it's still really popular in my opinion, and I still love the game. But yeah, guys, the 360 and the PlayStation 3 are not getting manufacturing anymore. They're not making the consoles anymore. But the good thing is that they're still supporting it, and they're still making a certain amount of games for it, and they're still supporting online, so you can still play whatever you like on the line with some of your old friends or Xbox Live friends or PSN friends and everything else. But yeah, I know it's kind of sad because it was like such a great console, and they are great consoles in my opinion. Like the 360 is the second best console, and the Xbox One I think is the first, and then I think the PS3 is the third. Those are my top 3 favorite consoles I think of all time, even though I just got the PS3 like a week ago. But but like I said, guys, if you have an Xbox One and a PS4, and you still got a 360 or a PS3, like I said before, keep those consoles. Do not get rid of them. I mean, because you look at it, since they're not manufacturing or making any of the consoles anymore, you guys are going to be lucky enough. You'd be lucky to have one. Because you just will. Because look at it. They won't be in stores. And look at this. You got one, even though they're not making them anymore. And it just makes you feel really, really lucky. And I feel lucky for having my 360. My 360 is like my baby. I know it kind of sounds weird, but that's how my 360 means to me. It's like my one. It's like my number one or number second baby ever. Like, I love that thing to death. So, yeah, if you guys have any of them, I say you should keep them, because I know it's sad that they're not making them no more. But the good thing is they're still supporting online and making games, a certain amount of games for this year, and then eventually they're dying on games, but the online is going to be for a very long time. So, yeah. Send me in the comments below, guys, of what do you think, of how sad you think about them, and how much you love them, and if you agree to keep them even though you got new consoles. Send me in comments below and subscribe my channel. Catch y'all later.